Me. Now, tonight's very special for you because tonight you are launching your brand new album. Is that correct?
It is. That is correct. 360-degree Woman Rebirth is the name of my new project. And I'm just so excited and thrilled to be here. I really am. And at a place that's so historic. It's like, Blues Alley. I mean, we've had Sarah Vaughan and Dizzy Gillespie and Rochelle Farrell. And I mean, the list is so amazing and so star-studded that just to be able to breathe their air is just, it's amazing. It's one of the things off my list that I really, really wanted to do. So I'm honored to be here.
I take it this is your very first time in Booze Alley.
It is.
Wow,
It
me too, me
is.
too.
And I love it. There's so much character. There's like character in the walls. You can feel the energy in the character in the walls. And everyone here has been really, really kind and helpful and gracious. And so it's a good experience. It's a great experience for my first time. Hopefully I'll come back many, many more times. But on my maiden voyage, this is really cool right here.
So I want to know who were some of your early musical influences?
Wow, that list is very long. Roberta Flack,
Wow.
Aretha Franklin, the greats, the greats. And, when we moved south to Columbia, South Carolina, which is really where I had really most of my upbringing there, James Brown and Earth, Wind, and Fire, and so many. I mean, pick one. Pick one. I love great music that especially speaks about love. Always resonated with me when I was a young girl. Just something about it. Even musical theater. My mother is a real music theater. Just loves it, and she exposed us early on. And so I have just a love for great music that lyrically has content, and musically has a flow to it. Whether it's up tempo or whether it's a ballad, or it doesn't matter. It's just got to feel good. It's got to really feel good.
So tell us, when did you realize that you want to turn that talent from listening to music to actually making it to your career?
Well, as a 5-year-old, which is really when I started,
5 years.
man,
Oh, wow.
I knew something. I don't think I was thinking in terms of, oh, well, I can make a career of this. But I just knew that when I sing, there was a magic that happens at no other time. And there was a stirring in me. There was something in me that was drawing me, pulling me to music. And I really don't know when the switch flipped for me, when I said, oh, yeah, exactly, this is what I'm going to do. Probably somewhere in my teens where I started to take it more seriously and think about careers in general. I went to school and thought I wanted to be a marine biologist, and somehow, somewhere in there, the music bug just got a hold of me and it tore my lip off, man. And so
It happens like that.
It does. But it was it was really more like me reconnecting with my purpose. I knew that, oh yeah, this is familiar. I don't know quite how to get there, but I know that this feels like home. Music feels like home, and this is what I really need to be doing. So somewhere in those years, it happened. It happened.
I'd like to know, who are the courageous women in your life and how have they inspired you?
Wow, that's an excellent question. And yes, 360-degree Woman Rebirth is about courageous. I've had courageous women around me all my life. I was born from a courageous woman. My mother that you just met, she is the first. Absolutely, the very, very first woman. She is number one, not just because she's my mother, but just because of the way she's lived her life. She's really shown by example what it means to be a real woman, a whole woman, a complete woman. That's the whole symbolism of the 360-degree circle. Full rotation. And so, my maternal grandmother also, her mom, amazing woman, amazing woman. Those would be the very two women that I model myself after most. My paternal grandmother also very, she was a nurse and, just very get her done kind of woman,
Yes, I do know.
Yes, And so I think those are the top three women that have really helped to mold me into the woman that I am now, and that I learned to speak my truth from. And that's why this project is so personal for me, because it's about my stories. It's about opening up and being vulnerable and telling the truth. That's it. And I've talked with women who have been touched by each song in a different way, and I love that. I love that this project is so varied in that everyone can get a little something from it, and that women are encouraged by it and have reopened and reconnected with their dreams. So many of us have forgotten how to dream, and that we're valuable, and that we're beautiful, however we look. And so all of that is in there. All of that is in this project, and that's why I'm really excited to be here too, to share it.
Wonderful. And I heard that this project is your 360 Women is going to take place over the next 5 years with 3 albums, correct?
That is correct. It is a 3-album project, and each phase will have more of my story in it, And my story is really just the story of every woman I know. I just happen to have a microphone. That's it. That's the only difference. And so yes, it's a 3-album project, and it's going to be over the next 5 years that we'll be working on it. And I mean, I can't even tell you what exactly is going to happen. Oh yeah, we'll have this many songs. It's really a spiritual process, So as I call songs gifts. So as I'm given these gifts, we'll put them down and share them with the world and see what happens.
You give the overall message in your music, love. Mm-hmm. So I'd like to know from you, what does love mean to you?
Wow, that is a very good question. And it evolves. You're welcome. It evolves every day, but primarily love for me is God. It's just all, call the higher power what you want. It's, the universe, source energy, Yahweh, Jehovah. It doesn't matter to me, the name. For me, love is that source, that thing that has created us all, that thing that has unified us all, that we all possess. It doesn't matter our station in life. It doesn't matter whether we've had issues with drugs, or whether we're president, or whether we're an astronaut, or a stay-at-home mom. It's still all the same, and it makes us all one. And so love for me is just that. It's just the beautiful energy and spirit of God.